Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully it'll get me to the game. So, yes! It worked! Okay. You can just cut that out of editing. Okay, so we are trying Irelia jungle, sated, fresh out the 5.13 patch. And a few things we need to keep in mind here is regardless of what my score is at the end, what we're really looking at is early game single target clear. Does it put me behind? Does it affect the lanes that I don't gank? Things like that, alright? Mostly the early game, because once Irelia gets her jungle item, it gets a lot easier from there. I mean, it gives her the extra attack speed that she can use to clear. It gets even easier once you get the Sheen. So, I mean, a few questions. Again, this game is strictly scientific, experimental, okay? I believe when something new comes out, science must be done so you can learn and see if it's viable in different areas. This will also help me see if it's viable in the top lane. To take Smite on Irelia. We'll see. Okay, so I went ahead and started with the Dorans, a pot and 2 pots, or Dorans 2 pots, whoops. Machete 2 pots, and I got a point in W level 1 to help with the sustain. Going into this, I kind of figured Irelia's sustain would be decent at best, but it's better than the subpar sustain from other junglers, most junglers for that matter, since she does have lifesteal, passive lifesteal with her W. Let's see. No AD on this room page, just strictly attack speed, which I will link in the description so you can go ahead and see the runes and masteries from there.
My blade is not only precise, but totally gnarly, balancing all things.
Alright, so I went ahead and smited that and went to the blue buff. No. I don't want to look at you. Can I not, like, fix the settings here? Okay, I was gonna say. Got key level 2 so that I can, you know, last hit the minions there a little easier. Since it is an auto attack cancellation or whatever, the animation cancels. So you kill them a lot quicker than you would if you were just auto attacking them. Getting the stun, and again, I've experimented with both in the jungle where I get Q level 2 and I get the stun level 2. The stun on Golem is nice, but it's a lot better if you are on blue side so you can get the double stun from the Golem proc. So I take the blue with ease and go for the Toad next. Or the Scuttle, sorry. And then I see Udyr with less than half mana and a red buff, which means he will win the trade since I don't have my stun. So I go ahead and show him some respect. Once I see that he gives up, I take it. And I smite it just to secure it a little quicker. Okay, let's speed this up actually. Don't take too long. Okay, I kind of figured he might go to my red buff, so I went around, took the long way. Went into the bush because you know he might be there. I'll see him coming. I smited this very late, but that's only to like get the health back. Alright, so I mean right there is one. The red buff clear, quite weak. Could I have recalled to get the smite item? Not. Actually, yes, I could. I could have recalled after Scuttles to get the smite item, which I'll consider. But again, pop your stun first. Auto attack, use your Q the last hit. Alright, so the clear isn't that bad. I'm pretty much just AFK farming at this point. Alright, so since Irelia does have single target damage only, I went ahead and went for Trailblazing Smite so that I can, you know, clear it a lot quicker. Obviously. Went ahead and went for the Toad. Alright, here's a nice little thing to note when you're using Irelia is you can stun it twice. Once with your E, and then again with smite. So that's another thing that keeps your sustain up. I mean, it's nice to have 2 stuns. It's basically like Nidalee, who can pop her stun multiple times. Alright, so from here I went to my normal jungle path where I go start off at the top golems. Take those. And then go for the raptors. And then back down to, okay, my bad. Nidalee went to roam bot lane, so I went ahead and took the liberty to farm. Maybe get a stun off so we can fight him. It didn't work, so again, I'm taxing the lane. If Nidalee's not there, and this goes from mid, top, bot. If they're not there, go there, take the farm. It's already hard for Irelia jungle. It's gonna be, make it a little easier if you like take farm from the lane phase. I mean, from the lane during the lane phase. Nidalee's not there, I'm shoving it in. I could have ultied the next wave, but I saw Nidalee. And Nidalee in Cougar form moves pretty quickly, so I didn't want to take farm when I knew she would get there. She only missed about 2 or 3, maybe 1 or 2. Single target damage, taking quite a while here to clear. Alright, I finished my item at 9 minutes and 27 seconds. And I get my little puppy that walks around and follows me. Clear is a little better, mostly because of the attack speed, and it goes really well with my true damage. There's a little discrepancy there that I'm not too sure what it was. I'll look into it later on, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to take time to like dissect it. Alright, let's see if we can get a gank off. Oh, she died, so I took the farm. And I shoved in this wave. Alright, so level 7, with no ultimate and a red buff. That's quite a bit of damage there. That's definitely a kill. If he didn't have his summoners. But I mean, just that alone with the jungle item, you still deal a lot of damage. I mean, again, it's a Lucian, but I mean, it's still a good amount of damage. It's moderate. Go back to farming, because my goal at this point is to get my stacks as fast as possible, and I'm at 4. Alright, I saw that Tom Kench just died. Sending me on a ward, so alright, so something nice to realize. Okay, I didn't know that that was warded, but I kind of figured that this was warded right here because I walked up and this dude immediately runs away. So I was like, okay, this has to be warded, and I kind of half expected Udyr to be there, but sure enough, I was right. There was the ward, cleared out, and he insisted on fighting mid lane while I was taking his pink ward. So easy kill, first kill at 12 minutes. Nice stack for my Devour, and we get rolling from there. Alright, so at that point I have 1445 gold. I looked bot lane and saw that Udyr didn't have blue, so I wanted to make sure to check it. And I counter jungled him pretty much. I knew he was bot lane, so I was like, you know what, I might as well put some of his stacks behind. I mean, he's had 48 farm, I'm at 56, so I definitely had an advantage here. Stacking the Devour.
My blade is not only precise, but totally gnarly.
Blue team's turret has been
Again,
destroyed.
going back to my jungle, my regular. I do this with every jungler I use. The same path. I start double golems, then I go to raptors, then I go to wolves. Although since the mid laner wasn't there, I went ahead and took farm. Udyr thinks he can gank me. Brand is quite fed, so he hurts a little bit. I'm also using my ulti there to heal up, not so much engage. Regardless, I saw that they were fighting by dragons, so I went ahead and to go in. Tom Kench died. I was like, okay, do I get blue buff or do I go? Because I thought my team was gonna get that. Alright, so I figured it wasn't warded because they used the scrying orb. So I was like, you know what? Alright, it's not warded. I'll do dragon. And then Lucian was nice enough to leash me. So I took dragon. Took a very long time for that matter. And then again, I did it on my own. And I did the blue buff. I am at 19 stacks with 3k gold. I was like, you know what, I can full buy Triforce with a couple more camps, so I'm going to take a couple of camps. Take the camps, take that one. I go up to gank the Rise, which goes horribly wrong because I don't catch up to him. But it's okay because Teemo does. Teemo runs really quickly. Alright, so I'll farm. There's the kill on Teemo, or on Rise. And I have enough for Triforce, so I full buy my Triforce. Right there. Alright, so by 18 minutes and 49 seconds, I have Devour and Triforce. The clear becomes a lot easier from there. Very easy, especially with Smite. It goes by pretty quickly. I'm at 94 farm. I find a way to engage onto. Oh my goodness, that's some crazy damage though. The thing is, it's Irelia with Triforce, so of course it's crazy damage. All right, so I see a way to engage here because I already have my Triforce. I know I can one-shot the backline minions, which is exactly what I did there. I had red buff, so all I really needed to do is get the auto attack off, and we would get our slow. My Q is on cooldown, so I was like, alright, then I'll just change targets to Thresh, who can't really get away, and let the more mobile Nidalee do it. And by that time I got my 30 stacks and killed the Thresh. And then this guy decided to eat me, and I had no idea what this guy does. So he eat me, and threw me over a wall, and I fought the Udyr and killed him. I think I killed him. Okay, I didn't kill him, but it was very interesting to get eaten like that. That was new. Alright, so Triforce, Devour finished, 3-0-2, 20 minutes into the game. Gold is pretty close. We're up a dragon, and my clear is quick. It's not the quickest, but it's quick. You know, I like it. I don't mind it. That's actually kind of long. It's quick with Smite. Let's go with that. Alright, went to far mid lane. Next I went for the Warden's Mount Ninja Tabai, and the reason I went for those two items, I've always said on stream that I prefer to get we'll continue after we finish this here. So you see the double auto attack proc there. I knew I was stunned, but I just used my last charge of my ultimate to kill him, and I was frontlining, and I would be fine against Udyr, but it's the brand that was the one dealing damage to me. Anyways, going back, I normally always say get your giant spell before your Warden's Mail, but I did have Triforce, so I did have a little bit of bonus health, so I said, you know what, let me get it for the passive, so that if I ever fight the Udyr one-on-one, I have some combat stats to fight him. And I get greedy here and die. Like, oh, I just need to kill him, and I kill him, and I walked up and I got hit by the tower. No one needs to see that, we can just remove that with editing. Kappa. Alright, so at that point I said, you know what, forget the armor, forget the Randuins, I'm going for Spirit Visage. Because this Udyr is not that strong. The only one that's really strong is the brand. The hook right here just actually made it worse for the brand. Or for the Thresh. Alright, so I remember I have Trailblazing Smite, so I immediately smited, got 300 health back, and then said, okay, this dude deserves to die. So I went in for the flash stun, and it was easy from there. And I dropped some PM. Something to keep in mind when you are using like this new jungle items, sated, is once you do get sated, you no longer have the ability to stack. So farming your jungle isn't necessarily gonna help you scale. I mean, yeah, it gives you bonus gold and everything, and by no means am I saying to stop jungling. I'm just saying that the point, it's kind of wasted. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty pointless. In respect to the jungle item itself, it's pointless. Like, you've already capped your stacks. So really the only thing you're doing there is to smite the raptors, smite the toad for the combat stats, and get the extra gold. Alright, so from there I went into the Kindle Gem to finish the Banshee, or to finish the Spirit Visage. looking to fight. We're pretty strong. We're starting to pull away a little bit. We have a little fight here, but some clutch team mushrooms help us out and give us the advantage. That's a pretty quick clear. Alright, so this dude walks up way too close to me. Off the W, proc my proc my ulti so that I can proc Triforce as many times as possible. And I auto attack the minion right there, but I still got the kill because of the red buff. And I got exhausted and I was getting kited, so I was like, okay, this is kind of a risk because I was on cooldown. My Q was down for 3 more seconds. But once those 3 seconds went up, I had my W active, turned it on, Q'd the Thresh, auto attack Q again, and that's a dead bot lane. I gotta give props to the Kindle Gem there because the CDR really helps you on Irelia, especially in that scenario.
My blade is not only precise, but totally gnarly.
Alright, so I finished the Spear Visage there, and then I go for my Giant Spell. I'm pretty fed. 8-1 and 3, and at this point I'm a beast. No, like I can't be soloed. But I mean, even if you're a top lane Irelia, if you get to this point where you have Triforce, Randu, and Spear Visage, you can't really get soloed, you know. Alright, so since I know I can't be soloed, I go ahead and proceed to split push, get some control of the Baron area, put some pressure on the top lane. Teemo's doing his thing, getting his kills. I wanted to fight this Udyr who doesn't even have his 30 stacks yet, but I think we know what would happen if we did. I don't believe I did. I think I just took a camp. Yeah. Dragon came up, so I went ping Dragon to get there quickly, and I take it pretty quick. Oh, never mind. Bang kind of helped me, but still, I mean, it went by pretty quick. Again, I'm not really farming so much for the stacking there. I'm farming because I'm at 1200 gold. I want to finish the Randuin's, which is 850, and then probably get home guards, which is why I kept farming there. Let's see, what do I do? I know I finished Randuin's. Yeah, I get a longsword instead. I didn't quite have enough. Shoving mid lane. Red. Push top lane. I think I do fight Rice here. Yeah, because he stays in the bush. Alright, so I warded the bush, saw him there. He thought he can fight me, so popped the stun. And he didn't have a chance. He was running away to try and get a flash off, but it didn't really matter. Let's look exactly at the double proc auto attack. And so here we're gonna look at Rise. Alright, that's what we're gonna do here. So we can see his health bar go down. Goodness gracious. Alright, that's insane. That's pretty crazy. But again, I'm just really fed. So it really doesn't have anything to do with like Devour being OP. That's just Irelia being OP, you know? Udyr was split pushing, so I went to go stop him. And he ran away for some reason, but I chased him down because he's Udyr. I knew he was gonna flash, so I followed. Smite though. Spear kills him. Jungler's dead, so I go ahead and go to the Baron and proceed to kill it as quickly on my own. Like, I don't need help here. Look at my health bar. I have the Cutlass, so I have the lifesteal that procs multiple times and stacks with my W. Like, this is... You can solo this thing, alright? With the Spirit Visage, like, it's crazy. I'll give credit for Sated there. Because on Irelia jungle with lifesteal from an item and your max W and Spirit Visage, man, that Baron didn't have a chance. It would have taken me forever, but it was not gonna kill me. Alright, so we're up 9 kills, 8k gold. I'm a monster. I really wanted to finish my blade, and it's unfortunate that I didn't really get to do much with it. I had enough there and I finished it, but as for the fight itself, we didn't really do much. Take that quickly, though. Tom Kench kind of trolled me here. He was like, "Hey, buddy, get on my belly," and then he threw me over a wall that I didn't really want to get over. Alright, let's see how we fight here. So, you're probably thinking, why'd you BM? You took a lot of damage. I needed to take some damage so that I can get my stun off when I jump somebody. Now, taking that much damage is questionable because I did take 1k damage. But you generally want to not be full health when you fight these team fights. Which usually isn't a problem because Irelia dives hard, but anyways. I turned on Lucian because he's really weak and I legit one-shot him. And turn over to stun the Rise, although I did get the slow, but it didn't matter, like the damage is ridiculous. And I'm healing for 250 health every 2 auto attacks. Oh man, that cat's an auto. And I mean, that was really the game.
My blade is not only precise,
Again, it's a great game. Alright, I mean 11-1-5. It was good. Okay. But I think this is what we have to pay attention to here. Okay, right here. What we have to pay attention to. Look how long this takes. This is in real time, by the way. And I was in danger of dying. I had to smite it with 200 health. Like, the buff itself had 200 health. I had to smite it. Not only because of fear of my safety from the camp itself, but from a new deer roam. Okay, if I'm going against someone like a Shaco or Rengar or Lee Sin, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Really, really slow clear time here. It's almost 5 minutes into the game. I cannot gank. I just pretty much AFK farm. Like I have the sustain for extended periods in the jungle, or in the early game. Okay, like I have 250 health right there. It's definitely not the smartest thing to start taking camps at level 3. But with Irelia W, with the hidden style, you can do that, you know. But again, would I do this in ranked? The answer is no. I would not do it in ranked. Irelia jungle, no. Again, I'm Diamond 5, which to some of you may seem like a great thing, but it's not. Okay? If you're like in Bronze and Silver, and you try it out, which I'm hoping you do, because I'm not gonna say, oh, I did this, I got fed, but don't do it, and don't do it. Like, no, do it. All right, do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams. I'm just kidding. Give it a try, so you can see firsthand what I mean about how the clear is so slow. This is real time here. I mean, even when I smite it, it takes a while. Okay. Something to help with the early clear. A Sheen would definitely help. You would say, what about more attack speed? No, it's the Sheen. The Sheen is what makes Irelia very strong. Okay. Now, again, give it a shot. I did this video because people were asking me, hey man, why don't you try the new jungle item on Irelia jungle? I was like, alright, I'll try it. Because when Pharaoh Flare came out, I did a lot of Irelia jungle Pharaoh Flare, and it was really strong. Because there was no cap. You get stacked forever. Okay, I ended the game with like over 200 farm, which was, I think I ended the game with more farm than anybody on the opposing team, which is like ridiculous. But give it a shot. If it works in your elo, do it. Okay. I'm not really at the point where I can like risk it. So that if I do it and I lose, like it's not really worth for me. You know what I mean? Like sure, I'll do it on my Smurf, sure. But as for my main, on my main account, I need to focus on actually climbing, rather than trying new things on it, you know. But again, this was my Irelia jungle. It's very strong once you get your items. It's insanely strong once you get your items. Would I suggest it? And if you're like plat, diamond, gold, maybe you're not that much of an avid Irelia player. Would I suggest it in ranked? No. Suggest in normals? Sure. Why not? It's a normal game. If you find a better way to do this, I mean, you can come back and tell me, and I'll try it out. But again, if it works for you, do it. I just don't think that it'll work for me. I'm gonna keep trying it. I'm not gonna just make one video and try it once and never do it again. There's definitely gonna be more to follow, and you can count on me posting those also. I'm gonna start uploading these videos a little differently. I'm gonna start using op.gg to watch the replays like this. I think it's a little better. This is new, so if you don't think it's better and you like the old way, let me know. I just think it's better here because one, I can go back and talk about things I missed while I was playing the game, which is quite a bit. Okay, like some of you tell me, man, you teach me so much, it helps so much, and yeah, I mean that's what I want to do, but I could do it a lot better if I can go back and forth in the game. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do this again. This is a toss in the air. This toss up. If I'll keep doing it or not. I'm probably gonna keep doing it though. And how much farm did it end with? Okay, so I ended the game with 222 farm. I thought I ended with more. Okay, whatever. It's fun. I had a lot of farm. You know? I mean, 222, 37 minutes. Probably not the best for a jungler, but I mean, it's something. You know, it's a lot. I was full build. So, again, videos to follow are going to be Kale Jungle. Not in this order, but they're going to be up. Is Kale Jungle, Kale Top, Irelia Top, Rumble Top, Cassiopeia Top. Okay, those 5 videos are definitely going to be coming up soon. And I'll go ahead and throw in I'll go ahead and throw in a Elise jungle game with the new rallies. The reason I'm playing like Rumble and Cassiopeia is strictly because of the changes to the AP items. I'll probably start playing Rumble again a lot more. Okay, this season I got placed Gold 5, and I think I used Rumble the most. Actually, I know I used Rumble the most. He was the most played champion on my climb to Diamond 5. And I just stopped playing him, so I'm definitely going to start playing him again. It's going to be a little more riskier because with the birth of this new jungle item, it's going to make way to like Master Yi's, Xin Zhao's, Shyvana's, which are pretty hard counters to Rumble. Because the thing about Rumble is he needs to like burst them. Okay, I'm drifting off to another video. We're going to stick with Irelia here. Irelia jungle, bad early game. Once you get your items, it's amazing. Alright, pretty much it. Slow, early game clear. And do I think that it's worth to give up the early game to the mid to late game dominance you would get if you did well in the top lane? I snowballed in the jungle. If I would have been 11-1-4 in the top lane, it would have pretty much been the same like same thing. I would have gotten fed, I would have gotten my items quickly, and I would have snowballed. The only difference is I wouldn't have the jungle item, meaning I would have my GA. You know what I mean? Because I don't think you can get GA. You can get GA instead of Blade of the Ring King. There's going to be a lot of renditions of this build that I'm going to try and get into. Okay. But the whole point of getting Devour, this new stated jungle item, is to proc your W twice every other auto attack, which deals true damage, and the Blade of the Ring King passive. Alright? I'm not going to give up Triforce, the Sheen proc, for that. Okay? That's not how I play Irelia, and that's not how I'm going to. Like, you will never see me play Irelia and not use Triforce. Or some sort of Sheen proc. And I say never, and I mean it. So, I would give up Blade of the Ring King for more tank items, but not Triforce. Alright, think about it. Triforce, expensive item. Really expensive, 3,700 gold. Blade of the Ring King, 3,200 gold. Randuin's 3,200 gold, 3,100. It's up there. Like, these are all really expensive items that Irelia needs. Okay, so it is going to rely on some of your early game. But anyways, this was my video. Like I said, the videos to follow: Rumble, Cassiopeia, Irelia, Kale, maybe an Elise. They're going to follow, soon to follow, and I'll keep you posted. Again, this is AJ. Thank you for watching. I really hope this video helps with the Irelia jungle. If you have anything else you'd probably want to see play along the lines of the champions I'm going to use, let me know and I'll tell you if I can do it or not, if I have the time. And good luck. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. You can also come by my Twitch channel and just ask me on my chat. Definitely there all the time. Even when I'm not streaming, I'm definitely there. I'll have like the chat open. But anyways, that is twitch.tv/FlexpointLOL. And good luck.